Good, appropriate time of the day to you, friends and enemies. I am Richard, and this whole thing around us, why that's LMTDTMFFR, or say it with me now. Limited time offer, no vowels. And how are you doing this morning? Or this appropriate time of the day for you? I am doing well, thank you. It's another sunny day outside, so more confusion reigns in England as we don't understand what to do. But yeah, here we are. And yeah, this is a bit of a weird day. There was the Triple I initiative stream that they did yesterday, which is meant to be a take on the AAA industry, but the I is for indie or independent. Or yeah, personally, I think that sounds like a crappy marketing company came up and went, "Hey, we think this sounds cool and groovy. Why don't we use this?" But hey, a group of independent people all coming together to try and market their games in a way. So yeah, and a couple of DLC demos and things dropped. So I thought, have a look at some of that, but also Murderous Muses, because I played through another case and got up to the bit where I think I can work out who the murderer is. So I figured we'd have a look at that and see what happens if I do get it. And even if I haven't, I did unlock some things. I just wanted to, see what they were. And we could all enjoy that before moving on to something else. So yeah, a various hodgepodge of things this morning. This appropriate time of the day for you. So yeah, so without further ado, well no, actually, let me look down at my list and see what's going on here. Because I know things. Alright, yeah, there are two things in the three things in the Triple I thing which caught my interest. Altars looks weird and different. I'm not certain that it's necessarily a game that I want to play, but I think it looks weird and interesting. Which is the one where you are trapped on a planet and you have to get off of that. But you need lots of people to help you, and the only way that you can do that is by tapping into alternative realities and getting more of you to come and help you do things. So you generate people who are you but with different personality traits, and then you have to send them off to do tasks while you go out and explore to try and find like resources and things. So yeah, that looks vaguely interesting, but I don't know if it's going to be something that I'm going to be particularly working on. I should look at a demo. I know there was a demo during the Steam Next Fest. I did not see one when I briefly looked to see what it was, whether there was one today or not. But no, there's that. And then there was Escape Simulator 2 has a demo, so we'll be looking at that in a little bit. So yeah, that'll be fun. And fast-moving, fast-paced thing called Void Breaker. I couldn't remember. I knew it was Void something. I couldn't remember if it was Void Breaker, Taker, Shaker, Maker. But yeah, those are the things that are on my list to have a look at. So yeah, but without further ado, let us go over to. There we go. Sorry, it was giving me a black screen there. Let's go over to this and just have a look at the very end and see if I have indeed got it right or not. The answer is probably nah. You did it a bit wrong. So yeah. So the first thing we're gonna do. Here we are. This is the bit. We're here. We're on night 3. We just need to accuse. So that's the only thing we've got left to do. But before we do that, oh yes, we unlocked another one of those. That's not what we're interested in. What we're interested in is at the end. Yeah, actually. Here we are. This is interesting. Let's watch ritual. Can we?
We need the blood of 6 royals.
Okay, that's a thing. And then
There are no royals in Mirlhaven, Mordecai.
so
You must paint them.
Exactly. So I think that those 6 paintings were trying to make 6 royals, which Mordecai needed for some ritual, possibly to free Kira. I don't know. Dethrone.
She cannot be High Priestess. Do whatever you must.
So that might be
There
you.
can be no royals in the church.
Yeah, there we go. So something weird is going on. No, this is not the... It goes all the way up there and then comes back and goes down. It doesn't go like in a clockwise or anything. So yeah, these are the end ones. But, yep. And then of course there's this over here. But yes. See, oh! I knew I had unlocked this one. I did not realise I'd also unlocked that. Anybody else? Did I unlock anything else by mistake? Or not by mistake, but when I wasn't looking. Alright, so I don't know what this is. I don't know if it combines bits to make more of the story so we understand, or whether it's bloopers or whatever. But yeah, let's have a look.
We've had some trouble at the lounge. Things going missing, you know. Watches, wallets.
Okay, so it looks like it's combining
He is
them
putting
all
in
into
some
one
cameras, but I hope
narrative,
it's nothing.
which is great.
I'd rather Justice Hoon didn't watch the videos. He has strict rules on decency, and I'm often very indecent. A ventriloquist? I always thought he was a magician. He looks shifty, like he's hiding
Yeah,
something.
this is talking about
I've seen him in the bar a
everything that
couple
was being
times.
stolen. And we
Maybe
know at the
he's the
end
one
there
who's
was
been
a
stealing
video or
things.
something saying, "Hey, it looked, I was stealing them, but it wasn't me. I felt like I was outside my own body."
Things only go missing on nights I'm performing. Leo said it's because everyone's got their eyes on me. It's funny how the cameras haven't picked anything up. Maybe it's because they've got their eyes on me too.
Maybe.
I am very distracting. I asked Leo how he thought I stole from customers while I was performing. He didn't have an answer. I asked to see the security footage to prove it wasn't me. He couldn't even look at me. I saw it for myself. Sitting on customers' laps, wrapping my arms around them and slipping their watches off their wrists. It was me, but it wasn't me. I can't explain it, but I didn't do it. Leo says I'm lucky he didn't call the police, that I'd abused my position. It doesn't matter anyway, the rumors have already started. Everyone thinks I'm a thief. Adam thinks I'm a cheat. So I'm already cancelled. Why were you at the bar, Mordecai?
Oh, were you
I don't
making
remember seeing you, but you're on the security footage.
doppelgangers?
And you went through my bag. Did you plant those things? Is this some kind of revenge? You put the diamond orc in my bag. Why would you do that? They emptied everything out when they accused me of stealing. No. Wait, no. Leo must have it. Leo must have it. This has better not be a joke, Mordecai. I'm going to check now. You stay here.
All right, so all of those pieces together make up an interesting story for all of them. Ah, that's good. Why is that half? Is that because that's filled in, but we just haven't watched it? Or we have now watched it? Because now, I mean, look at this one. And we'll see your one as well. I think this is probably about...
They're divorced. Don't know where my dad is. Screwing his way across the planet, I should imagine. Like father, like son.
Yeah. He says.
I had this babysitter once called Holly. She looked after me for years. You know, fed me jam tarts, let me stay up late. She was great. Then, all of a sudden, she was gone. There was a lot of shouting, so... Thanks, Dad. Well, I thought my mum was going to kill my dad at one point. Pretty much why I just hid in my room all the time. Had more time to work on Pip, I guess. You're like my dad. All charm and holier than thou on the outside, hiding the devil on the inside. He hit me. That's why I was in my room. I was hiding from him. I was too scared to come out.
Yeah, now the button is... Yeah, you've unlocked it, and you can watch it, but you can't... You can't pick anything up. So yeah, and let's see. I did get another one of these. There we go. Is this... Weapon. No, we've seen weapon. It was to do with rope. And rituals. Yes, those were the two that I got. I got one I'd already seen, and two...
It's common practice in murder investigations to hide certain details from the press and public, so that if anyone comes forward to confess, they can quickly be ruled out. For the murder of Mordechai Grey, Justice Hoon decided to leave out one very important detail indeed. A symbol that had been drawn on Grey's forehead, in blood. According to Mirlhaven mythos, the symbol belonged to the Luxyrus cult, who believe spirits can tangibly interact with our world. Cult members secretly recognize each other semantically by pairing two colors together whilst talking, like purple-blue sky, to alert others of their presence. The symbol drawn on Grey was a warding spell, meant to stop spirits returning in corporeal form. However, it had been drawn incorrectly and could instead trap a spirit in the material world. Our murderer must have known about that symbol and how to use it, albeit not entirely accurately.
So somebody who knows about the symbols but doesn't know what's going on there. That is one of our clues. So yeah. No. Rope, please. Caller ID. No. I believe caller ID was the one that was the one I had already seen. That is in this night, however. No, this is one we've already seen as well, isn't it? Butterflies, yeah. Chalky rope. So yeah, trying to work out whether or not...
As you might have realized by now, Mordechai Grey was not having a great Halloween. After being incapacitated, Grey's assailant proceeded to tie him to a chair with a piece of climbing rope that was found at the scene. Grey himself was not climbing rope, and there was no reason to believe the rope had started life in his loft. A later analysis concluded the murderer had some kind of chalk residue on their hands that had been transferred to the rope during bondage. Whilst chalk is commonly used as a component of many things, the forensics examiner was adamant they were looking for a killer who either weightlifted at Mirlhaven's gym, was a rock climber, or a patron of Daxon's sporting goods. But doesn't it also mean that our murder was premeditated? Whoever tied Mordechai up had something they wanted to say to him before dealing the final blow.
Yeah, I mean, if you're just going to kill someone, then there's no need to tie them up first to kill them. Once they're incapacitated, you can kill them without the need to tie them up. So yeah, there must have been something that was going on. Alright, so those are the ones which we have. Now we'll go back and and go over all of the clues for the night. Just the police interviews. Oh, I could have sat in the chair and that would have transported me back. Never mind. Here we are. Alright. And look, I've got 7. 7 exciting eyes. So, yeah. Night 1.
What were you doing in the theatre district on the morning of the 31st of October?
Yeah, it's the...
I had to pick
follicles.
some things up from Adams.
So, Mr. Taylor can vouch for you?
No, he wasn't there. He just left them outside.
Did you use the payphone?
Yes, but only to call a cab. My battery was dead.
Alright, so that is a guilty thing because she did use the payphone, so she could have done it. Here we are on night 2. We're talking about the chalky rope on night 2.
Do you still have any of his
Yeah.
climbing gear?
I kept his harness, sentimental items. I gave everything else to Frank, one of his buddies.
Any rope?
No, good quality rope is pretty expensive, so he called dibs on that straight away.
There we go. So no rope for her. So innocent. And then night 3, we might as well finish it off.
I'm not really cult material. They're generally overdressed for me, you know, all the robes.
But you've seen the symbol before.
It's funny. Once you've seen it, you start noticing it everywhere. It's all over the island, hidden in plain sight.
Can you draw it?
I've got it tattooed.
So yeah, I believe that is guilty. So there we go. So guilty, innocent, guilty. Which means they're innocent because they do not have all of the things. Now here, Lilith. I did not use Lilith on this last night. So I only have 2 interviews. I believe.
I was in the phone booth, but I didn't make a call.
Guilty.
What were you doing?
I was putting up flyers
For what? You're the only undertaker on the island.
for the meat business.
We didn't
Yep.
find anything.
See, we've heard
in the
this one
booth.
before.
Good. Means someone took it.
Now night 2,
I don't own any rope.
innocent.
Stan lowers the coffins, he owns the rope.
Ever been to the gym?
Is that your best chat up line?
Answer the question, please.
Not for at least a year. You can check with them.
Do you rock climb?
No. You know I don't. What is going on?
So not you this time, like it was last time. And then, yeah, I do not have number 3. So, yeah. So we know it's not Dominique. We know it's not Lilith. Is it Otto? Possibly.
I called a few fans, yeah.
You didn't
Heard
call
that one
Mordechai
before.
Grey.
I lost his number a long time ago.
How long were the calls?
Not long, usually a minute or so. They usually just want me to say something using his voice, you know.
Did you call Grey?
Oh, yeah, I dialed 666 666. That's it, isn't it?
That's actually quite close.
Alright. Now here, Otto looks down at notes.
I'm sure they've already told you. I've been going to the gym every week since rehab.
Ever
So
dust
another
your hands
guilty
before
verdict.
lifting?
Yeah, I'm a sweaty guy.
That's all we needed to know.
Thanks. I'm so glad that, you know, my being a sweaty guy helps you. And then night 3...
I put those symbols on Pip, and they're pagan.
Or Luxyrus?
I don't even know what that is.
They're a cult.
Well, I need to advertise more, because I've never heard of them.
Let's do that again.
I put those symbols on Pip, and they're pagan.
Or Luxyrus?
I don't even know what that is.
They're a cult.
See, I don't know
I
whether
need to
that is
advertise
guilty
more,
or
because I've never heard of them.
guilty or innocent. So it could be Otto, possibly. Don't know. Yeah? Because I'm not sure what that last one is. Here we have good old Professor Catherine.
I was in a council meeting all morning. Ask the triumvirate.
Yeah, we would do.
Did you break to use the payphone?
No. And you should know this already. But the council building is miles away from the theatre
So
district.
we've heard this one before, and
Sorry,
she's innocent.
Professor.
Dun 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 dun. Night 2. She was the person I took the painting I let away, and here's police interview about.
It's a
several-
warding spell.
What's it for?
It prevents spirits remaining here after death.
How do you know that?
Education.
So you know how to draw this?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you also know it's wrong.
What? No. Let me see it again.
So I'm not sure. I'm guessing that means she's guilty, or could potentially be guilty from this, because she knows what it is. She didn't realise it was wrong, so, you know, sounds like a likely thing. But she's innocent because on night 1 she didn't go anywhere near the phone. And we have Sunday.
Is it you in this photo?
Yes.
It was taken the morning of Halloween. Who were you calling from the payphone?
A colleague of my parents.
Why didn't you use the phone at home?
I didn't want them to recognise the number. I thought they might not answer.
Why not?
It's a private matter. Can we just leave it at that?
Dun dun dun. There we are. So she is guilty, or is potentially
You
guilty.
under your rope?
That's a bizarre question. Don't most people?
Okay, let's try
I know.
another question. Do you use chalk on your hands to play tennis?
No.
Then why would Philip Daxon tell us you regularly bought chalk at his store?
Well, he probably confused me for Monday. It happens a lot.
Given that you're clones. So yeah, I think that is innocent, but I do not know for certain.
One of our detectives noticed this symbol in your
Might be
diary.
guilty.
You've been reading my diary?
They said they found it open. Care to explain what it means?
I don't know what it means. I just saw it and I copied it.
So you could draw it?
I could copy it.
And I'm not sure what that one is either. Is that guilty? Is that innocent? So I think that is another guilty suspect, possibly. Here we have.
No, I didn't use the phone that day.
But you do frequently use the public phone booth Mr. Grey was called from.
Innocent.
Yes, but not on that day. What are you trying to say, detective?
So yeah, not you either.
Yes, I have brought rope from there in the past.
That same type of rope was used on Mr. Grey.
Dun, dun, dun.
Mirlhaven's a small place. If you have any rope, it's probably the same.
You bought rope the week before Halloween.
I had some wood that needed tying up.
Guilty, or a potentially a piece of evidence that could prove you were guilty.
I've heard of it. The greeny blue symbols, is that what you mean?
The Luxiris cult. Are you a member, Mr. Hahn?
It's not a cult, it's a
I was going
church.
to say, you revealed that you were by
Thank
using
you,
two colours
Mr.
together.
Hahn.
So I believe that makes you innocent, because you know what the symbol is and it's wrong. So, the two people we have are Sunday and Otto. And I'm not sure which of the two. Looking down that list. Let's see here, do this one again.
You under your rope?
That's a bizarre question. Don't most people?
So you have rope.
Okay, let's try another question. Do you use chalk on your hands to play tennis?
No.
Then why would Philip Daxon
So
tell
I
us you
think we're going to
regularly
say
bought chalk
that
at
is
his
innocent.
store?
Well, he probably confused me for Monday. It happens a lot.
Rather than you're lying there. So, I'm guessing that means that Otto is our guilty one all the way along. So let's go and accuse Otto and see what happens. See if we get a new scene, or whether I have, wasted all of our time. Because the point of this was to hopefully show off the haha, you got it right. But maybe not. I j'accuse.
I called a few fans, yeah.
You didn't call Mordechai Grey?
I lost his number a long time ago.
How long were the calls?
Not long. Usually
Come on,
a minute
Higgins,
or
tell
so.
us.
They usually just want me to say something
Yes.
using his voice,
Did you call Grey?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I dialed 666 666. That's it, isn't it?
That's actually quite close.
Oh, damn.
Yes.
Guilty.
I'm
Or
sure they've already
potential piece
told
of
you. I've been going
evidence.
to the gym every week since rehab.
Ever dust your hands before lifting?
Yeah, I'm a sweaty guy.
That's all we needed to know.
Dun dun dun.
Yes.
More guilt.
I put those symbols on Pip, and they're pagan.
Or Luxyrus?
I don't even know what that is.
They're a cult.
Well, I need to advertise more, because I've never heard of them.
See, is he pointing at himself and saying, I put those on Pip? No, of course I didn't.
No.
Ah! You are saying that.
Ah.
Alright.
Looks like you took a wrong turn.
Yep.
Sucks to be you.
Did indeed.
Wonder who the real killer is.
Sunday. Yep. Okay.
You killed
well,
my sister!
Yep. There we go. Oh well. So close. At least now I know what... I mean, I'm learning more about the
Well,
innocent stuff.
that's it for the Grey exhibition. Time to pack up the paintings until next year. I wonder if they'll ever solve his murder. Probably not.
No.
Anyway, you better head off. Unless you want to do some overtime?
Thank you for playing. Yeah, again. Can we skip that now? Yes. Alright. Where's the... There we go. Killer Court. No. Police videos. 16 of 17. Really? Okay. Police bonus. Eyes left. I had 7 eyes left. Law paintings. We saw them all. Law bonus. We saw everything. Puzzle solved. Puzzle bonus for seeing them all on the first time. Didn't take anything from the tips hotline. There we go. 354. So slightly quicker than last time. And we got a B rating this time, but didn't get it all. There we go. We're getting slowly closer. Look at all these. We've heard all of the law paintings now, so there's no need to listen to all of them. But nowhere near all of the character lore. So yeah. And yes, I would have got a 500 point bonus for catching it. So ask each suspects each question in the correct order. Avoid asking other questions until interview unlocks. Yeah, so I'm doing that. So yeah, if I had caught the killer and seen one more police video, so I would have got 550 more. I could have... I think... No, I used all of the eyes that I had in order to, continue unlocking stuff. So that I can have seen all of them. But yeah, there we go. There we go. And that is... I know I said it last time, but... this time, I absolutely mean it. Where are we? Sorry. Yes. Whoop. This time, I absolutely... Oh, interesting. I hadn't noticed those were there before. This time, I absolutely mean it. We will not be back here again. Yeah, there we go. Get rid of those things which are over my face. Yeah, thank you for being here with Murderous Muses. We're done with Murderous Muses now. So yeah, definitely won't be back to this one. But it's an enjoyable game, and I am going to be going through to unlock all the videos in my own time. So yeah. I'm going to do a quick clean break here. Take maybe 5 minutes or so. Well, just a couple of minutes while I just set up the next one. But yes, this is where we're going to stop Murderous Muses, and then we'll be back in just a minute, as I said, to look at another exciting demo game, something that is here. So I hope you will stick around for that. Yes, because whether you're here live and in person or later on the VOD, the fact that you spend any amount of time here with me means that I appreciate you. You are amazing. Never let anybody tell you anything different. As I say, we will be back in just a minute. Until then, I have been Richard, and this whole thing around us, why, that's been LMTDTMFFR, or say it with me now, limited time offer, no vowels, and you have fun, and of course, as always, stay weird.